Okay, today, Corley, put that down. Today we're going to learn about the 49ers and the California Gold Rush. On January 24th, 1848, James Marshall found flakes of gold in the American River at the base of the Sierra Nevada mountains near Coloma, California. You can see right there. This is where they found the gold. Marshall was working to build a water-powered sawmill. Have any of y'all ever seen this? One of these? Yes, you have? Okay. The sawmill was owned by John Sutter. And not long after that he found gold, on February 2nd, 1848, the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo was signed. And California now belonged to the United States. Marshall and Sutter tried to keep it quiet. Because if you found gold, would you want somebody to find it? You wouldn't want to share it, would you? Would you want to share? No? No, I wouldn't. I'd keep it all to myself. But eventually everybody started finding out. So, the first immigrants that came over, they came from Oregon, Hawaii, Mexico, Chile, Peru, and China. And they came by boat. That was the best way to go because the land was so rugged and they'd have to cross mountains and deserts and things like that. And that was hard to try to cross. In 1849, people were coming from all over the U.S. to strike it rich. They would borrow money, they would mortgage their homes, and then they would take their life savings just to go to California. So, can you tell me why you would think they would call these miners 49ers? Corley? You don't know why they call them 49ers? Colton?
They were older men and they were miners.
They were older men. Well, the 49ers, they were called that because in 1849 is when everybody came to California to try to strike it rich. So, because of the year, they called them 49ers. And you know what? Even Scooby-Doo and Shaggy know about the 49ers. I know. Oh, did it not come up? Alright, y'all come here real quick. And come watch this.
Okay. Minor.
And that is how Scooby and Shaggy know about Minor 49. The way they found out, the way that miners would pan for gold is they would take a metal pan and swish water around and, dig in the dirt real deep and They would switch the water around and find the gold flakes. And they extracted more than 750,000 pounds of gold. In 1852, $81 million of gold had been dug out. During this time, entrepreneurs were striking rich, but not with gold. They set up shops and businesses around mining camps. Entrepreneurs are people that go out and start their own businesses. Samuel Brennan was an entrepreneur, and I'm going to let y'all watch a short video. Let me grab this right quick so that we can all watch it. Alright, y'all walk with me. Come here.
Would you like to know how great it was to be the richest man during the California Gold Rush in 1848 to 1855? It was like a sunrise on a Sunday morning. My name is Samuel Brennan. I was the first millionaire during the California Gold Rush. I was happy as a tick on a dog when I heard James W. Marshall discovered gold at Sutter's Mill in Coloma, California. This was my chance to strike it rich in my own way. I set up the only supply store in John Sutter's fort. This was mighty close to the gold fields. I put some gold in a tiny jar and headed back to San Francisco. When I got off the ferry boat, I waved my hat in the air and I yelled, "Gold! Gold from the American River!" This caused over half the men in San Francisco to pack up and leave to Sutter's Mill and right into my store for gold finding supplies. Well, at first, all the prospectors could find gold just lying around the riverbanks. But as more men came, they had to find gold by panning for it. Panning for gold is a simple process. I wouldn't want to do it myself, but anyway, you scoop up the gravel from the river and give the pan a shake. If you're lucky, you find gold at the bottom of the pan. This is what you call panning for gold. And guess who sold them the panning supplies? You guessed it, it was me. I purchased those pans for only 20 cents and turned around and sold them for $15. Now that's a $14.80 profit. I sold picks, axes, shovels, jars, sifters, and packing supplies. After a while, we had so many men looking for gold, it was hard to find. Large equipment such as hydraulics was used to find the gold. That sent all the men running to my store yet again. Yep, business was good. Around town, the gold seekers were called 49ers, since most of them came in the year 1849. I called them my greatest customers. The mining town turned into something else. Actually, it was quite scary at times. Towns were mostly men, and living conditions were real poor and nearly lawless. We had around 300,000 people from all over the world. They came from China, and they came from Peru, Chile, Latin America, Australia, and even Europe. Why, I hear the gold rush was considered one of the biggest economic changes in American history during the 19th century. Well, I know that to be true because I became one of the richest men of that time.
Okay, guys. Now, I want y'all to come in here. Yes, we're gonna pan for gold. And give you a pouch and you a pouch, because we don't want anybody stealing our gold, right? Okay, this is the way we're gonna do this. You're gonna soak up some dirt. You're gonna shake it around. What's that face for, Corley? You're gonna shake it around. You may need to get a little bit more water. Do you see the gold? Okay, and then you're gonna take the gold and put it in your pouch. Okay, so I want y'all to do that. Y'all both get to do it, so go ahead. And shake it around. Make sure you have some water in there to clear off that dirt. And just think, this is what the 49ers did. They did this all day long. And they'd have to bend over in the river. Does that sound like fun? No, it's hard work. Did you find you some gold? Okay, how about you let Colton try? She don't want to share her gold. She discovered gold. She don't want to share. She's like John Sutter and them, huh? Mm-hmm. Switch it around. Find anything? No gold? Really take it off?
Nope.
Oh, you got a little flake of gold. Curly, will you go get me my tripod, please? Thank you, ma'am. Oh, did you find some? Is that gold? Oh, look, you found a lot more gold than you did. Okay. Are you gonna try some more, Corley? So why were they called the 49ers?
Because the year was 1849.
And that's when most of them came to mind. Yep. And how many thousands of pounds? Do y'all remember?
81.
No, that's 81 million, yes.
175,000.
Was it 750,000?
Yeah.
And so would that be important to why we started going out west? Because everybody started going out west because they wanted to find gold. So we expanded west. That's right. Alright, good job, guys.